Hope Technology, Barnoldswick in Yorkshire. Now, any good cyclist will know these guys. They started the company about 30 years ago. Like any good engineer, they said, you know what, we could do this better. So they came out with disc brakes, is that correct?
Yeah, disc brakes first, then they just kept on developing new parts and redesigning it, and they've kept on redesigning new stuff and competitive out there. So, but yeah, it's just all about quality.
Okay. So I'm thinking a bike, all sorts of different components. So they manufacture basically everything on it now.
Yeah. We've gone to more or less everything with the new frames and everything. Releasing a new bike soon, so yeah, but everything done in-house, it's good.
Excellent, right. Now also success story, because you know, about 30 years ago, there was only 3 or 4 guys. This factory, 59,000 square feet, but it's too small.
Yeah, they're having to build another factory in the next couple of years, but with velodrome on the roof. Yep. So again, that'll put Barnoldswick on the map. Well, the cyclists, I think the owner, he went to book himself in the velodrome in Manchester. There were about 6-month waiting list, so he said, why not buy us home?
Like any good engineer, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So key to that is part of your success is actually efficient production. So that's why we're looking at these Miano machines.
Yeah.
You use them, you like them?
Yeah, they're good. Basically, once you get them set and fine-tuned and everything, they change the bar for you, they do everything. You just have to watch the part conveyor and just keep your eye on them. But
okay,
no, they're good for repeatability, and yeah, they're good.
Okay. So how many Mianos have you got here?
We've got 6 in this section.
6. So in terms of the actual internal the working envelope, what's in there?
Yeah, well, the main spindle, that's static. Then we've got a turret, what's sliding. Then you've got your sub-spindle, which is a sliding head. Right. Then you've got a fixed turret, so which is your mini turret. So yeah, it's good. Both spindles can machine at the same time. Okay. And yeah, they're good.
So essentially a combination of fixed and sliding head in that working envelope?
Yeah, because I'm usually on a static heads, but having the sliding head as well as a static head, you can do a bit more scope, the machine and stuff, so, and various parts, what manufacturers. So.
When you say a bit more scope on that turret, driven tooling?
Yeah, you just driven tooling on your main turret. We can mill on the sliding head and the static head.
You've got the 3-metre bar feeds on these. You said that it's about accuracy. It's not about, I mean, these are fast machines, but it's for Hope Technology, it's not about lots of parts really quickly.
No, it's all about quality, not quantity.
Right.
And you know, we just make it the best we can. Okay. Yeah, obviously, these parts are fairly expensive, so that's what we thrive through the factory. Right. It's all about quality. And
your background is sort of aerospace as well, so accuracy all the time.
Yeah. I've been engineering for 20 years. Did 16-year aerospace, and just making stuff for tornadoes and Harrier jets. Then just coming here and making bikes, but it's not just about making bikes. You know, every part's got to be pristine.
Yeah. These people are buying these bikes. It's their pride and joy, isn't it?
Yeah. So no, it's just good to bring a skill into the bike industry.
Okay. And also, they're hurtling down the hill at many miles an hour. It's got to be right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it wouldn't go down well, would it? They'd be selling many parts if they were coming off and braking. So we've got a test room here. So every new part what gets designed and manufactured, they go in the test room for months, tested before we start selling them. So yeah.
Okay. Now, in terms of the parts, what I like to do, because you're making millions of parts a year, so they need to be right, they need to be accurate, but avoid operator intervention in terms of the finished work. So, for example, this part here, if you could talk me through this.
Yeah, well, we obviously make it, but then we've got a floating inspector. So when we make that'll go on a CMM machine to accurately measure it, because these parts are all critical, all the bits of milling there, and so the we obviously check more or less every one. And then the inspector will come at the beginning of the day, middle of the day, end of the day, just to make sure everything's still good.
Okay, but in terms of surface finish, that's coming off the machine like that?
Yeah, we just mess about with your feeds and speeds and just get them like best you can. So they can just go straight through. When they anodise, they look better on the surface finish, and they don't have to mess about polishing them.
Again, with millions of parts.
When you've got a machine, use it, and make them come out as good as you can. So.
And it's a case of not just setting the machine, leaving it to run 24/7. You just tweaking it.
New job. You fine tune it, then you resave your program. So next time you set that job up, it's all fine tuned for you. Okay. So it's making my life easier, isn't it?
But in terms of then accuracy, repeatability, and things like thermal growth. No issues in all three of those?
No. You got everything good, but no, they're good machines for all these size.
So again, another part here, just highlighting accuracy, surface finish, and running 24/7. If you could talk me through this one, and what is it?
It's a barrel where your cassette, a steel cassette goes over there, and that's for your gears and stuff. And then you get your ratchet on there, which is your chain. When it runs in reverse, you hear the clicking noise. But that comes off complete on here, and so all milling, and just with an 8-station turret, sometimes we've got a double banker tooling.
Right.
So then it allows us to like be a 10-station turret and stuff. Right. So that's the beauty of them, really. So and yeah, once they're running, you're fine. Just keep an eye on them. There's no loading, and they're good. They're all right.
Look at that. So that's it. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
They're great machines.
Yeah. They all size well. Make my life easier. So that's what it's all about.
Excellent, Andrew. That's a great endorsement. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.